dawn. Obviously. The rising sun regurgitates her nourishing light into a vibrant toilet. Muskoka. Boreal forests cover most of the region. Named for the infamous Italian family of a different name, they cling wrap-like, to a layer of soil atop the rock no thicker than cling wrap. This soil is so nutrient poor, if you ate it, you'd still be hungry. Without much to hang on to, trees that stretch too close to the sun are punished for their hubris when their roots can no longer support them or their families. Let's crouch lower and take a peek at the unkempt underbrush. Beneath the canopy, life must make do with whatever scraps of leftover light the wealthier trees toss down. The Dickensian soil can only be endured by plants so hardy they're practically torn, like this juniper bush, or that juniper bush. While some, like this lichen, just say "F that" and take their nutrients directly from the rock, because apparently that's an option. With life on land a constant struggle, much of the ecology has white-flighted to the water. Muskoka's 10 gazillion lakes piddle their drippings endlessly downstream. On the way, they form channels, inlets, and that most misunderstood phoenix brother, the river. These become natural abattoirs for the rotting corpses of plants and animals, and a secondary ecosystem thrives by feasting on the dead. Lily pads block most of the sunlight at the surface because they don't like fish. Below, the fish don't say anything about it because they are cowards. Especially this yellow-bellied sucker. What are you going to do about it? That's what I thought. The bullfrog, God's fuggliest mistake, sits at the shoreline. Cursed with life next to a reflective surface, he is forced to ceaselessly contemplate his bulbosity. Move away from the shoreline and you'll find yourself further from land. By surface area of total land mass, statistically, lakes make up a lot of Muskoka. These damp bodies of water may seem uniform and tiresome, but plunge beneath the surface and it's even worse. Until recently, no one knew if Muskoka had a night. But now we can confirm that not only does it have one, it's nearly as dark as ours. Lorded over by this pimple-faced nerd, the darkness provides a mask for Muskoka's most insecure creatures to venture out. Let's shine a light on them and judge them. This one is absolutely repulsive, and another, over here, actually triggers my eating disorder. I'm not even sure this one is alive. Oh look, this one is eating. Let's move in much closer. Let's get a really good, clear view of that, this miracle of nature. With all of Muskoka's hardships, you might wonder if anything can thrive here besides existential dread. To do so, you'd need to be a hardened predator, adaptable and deadly, the apex of the meagre food chain. The chipmunk. Half chapstick, half steampunk. But unlike their hornier cousins the rabbits, they are perfectly evolved killers. Their cheeks let them camouflage themselves as Alfred Hitchcock. Their stripes make them go fast. Their prey of choice? The Muskoka peanut. They're not actually nuts, they're mammals. But they're the only mammals that are peanuts. After a population boom following the extinction of the Muskoka elephant, vast herds of peanuts grazed for generations in Muskoka's grasslands. But now they're being hunted again. This family unit has no idea that death is closing in. In a flash, it's all over. The Muskoka chipmunk can devour 8,000 peanuts in a single minute. Their insatiable appetite means the Muskoka peanut is rapidly approaching extinction. It's unknown how this unique ecosystem will respond to such an upset. But Muskoka itself is a testament to life's middle finger to adversity. Even here, the razor-thin layer of abundance between rock and sky hosts an explosion of biodiversity. One thing is certain: Muskoka is here to stay. Or it would be if we didn't cock it up like we always do. Soon, global warming will raise the water levels and submerge every island. Every plant and land animal will drown. Then nuclear war will irradiate the water and make the fish all have cancer. Then a man-made ice age will freeze the whole thing just in case anything was left alive. In the shifting pageantry of Muskoka's future, only one thing is certain. Humans are awful, and you should feel bad.